So today welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to read about the national parks and the prominent wildlife sanctuaries in the region of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So without any further ado, let's get started. First of all, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands have been divided like the northern part are the Andaman Islands, whereas the lower parts or the southern parts are the Nicobar Islands. So over here also we have the northern, middle, and southern Andaman. So first of all, we have the national parks. We're talking about the national parks. Uh, First is the Mount Harriet National Park, then M.K. Gandhi or Mahatma Gandhi Park, then Rani of Jhansi National Park, uh, North, Middle, and South Buttons, and we have the Saddle Peak. Saddle Peak is not a national park, basically, it is the highest point of Andaman and Nicobar. So, first of all, the M.K. Gandhi National Park, it houses fringing reefs. So, fringing reefs are a type of the coral reefs. So, there are three types of coral reefs basically. First is fringing, the other is the barrier reef, and then eventually it leads to the formation of atolls. So atolls are like the reefs surrounding a lagoon. So here in MK Gandhi National Park we have fringing reefs. It is also known for Vandoor. Then we read about the Mount Harriet. So over here we have uh, Rani Jhansi National Park, which was earlier called as the Ritchie's Archipelago. Then it is known for fruit-eating bat, dugongs, and blue whales. So dugongs, as we have seen earlier, is an aquatic animal, and it has been in news quite recently. So Rani of Jhansi, the national park also houses dugongs, and we have read about dugongs in Gulf of Mannar. So there was a conservation center, which was the first conservation center. Then the species found over here are white-toothed shrew, which is critically endangered, then the Asian box turtle and uh, hobble turtle, which is also critically endangered. So moving on to Nicobar Islands. So we have two major national parks which are Campbell and Galathea. So this region over here is also a biosphere reserve, the Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, and it is known for the Nicobarese and Shompen tribes. So these are tribes which are indigenous to this area. It is also known for the leatherback turtles, a species found in this area. So it also houses a wildlife sanctuary over here. So basically, in Andaman and Nicobar, there are six PVTGs, and here in this great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, we have Nicobarese and Shompen. So, with this, we have finally finished all of these uh, biosphere reserves and the national parks in this region. So, let's just talk about some other features of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, both of them are separated from each other by the 10-degree channel. So, this 10-degree latitude. The 10-degree channel separates Andaman and Nicobar. Also, the Nicobar Islands are separated from Sumatra, which is an island in Indonesia, by the Great 6-Degree Channel. The Great Channel 6 degree. So, first of all, let's see the international boundaries. So, towards the north of Andaman Islands, we have the Coco Islands of Myanmar, which is separated from the Andamans by the Coco Channel. So this is the landfall island which comes under India's part. We have two major volcanoes. First is the Barren Island and the second is the Narcondam volcano. Narcondam is a dormant volcano. Dormant as in it has never erupted during the existence of mankind. So this is dormant, and active is even if it has erupted for once, we would consider it as active. So even if any volcanoes has erupted during the existence of mankind, then it would be called active. So Barren Island is the only active volcano in South Asia. And recently, the recent eruptions were in 2022. There were also eruptions in 2017. So this is the Barren Island. It is like towards the east of the Andaman Islands. Then we have the Saddle Peak, which is the highest peak of Andamans. So over here, as we could see that there are three major distinctions. So first, let's see the Baratang Islands. Baratang Islands are here in the northern part. So these are known for mud volcano. So there are various types of volcanoes, out of which these are the mud volcanoes. So there is more eruption of the mud. They are very muddy. Then the Mount Manipur is located over here. This was basically in news because Mount Harriet's. We have also read about Mount Harriet National Park. So the Mount Harriet's name was changed to Mount Manipur. This was done in like significance to the Anglo-Manipur War. So after the 1891 Anglo-Manipur War, Manipur prisoners were like kept over here. The prisoners lived here. That is why it is now acknowledged for as Mount Manipur. Then we have the Swaraj Deep. This was renamed and it was previously called the Havelock Beach. So basically, two beaches were renamed. There were Swaraj and Shahid Deep, and then we have the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island. So Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island, as in these were the islands where the Indian Army came in order to the Indian National Army, basically the pre-independence era. The Indian National Army tried to come towards India, and they hosted their flag also. So they hosted the Indian flag for the first time in the state of Manipur. So here also the game. So Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island. So Netaji basically renamed two deeps and now they've been renamed officially, which are Swaraj and Shahid Deep. So Swaraj Deep was the earlier name was Havelock, then Shahid Deep's earlier name was Neil Islands. Then we have the Port Blair, which is the capital, and recently Port Blair has been named as Shri Vijayapuram. So this was also in news. Then there's Duncan Passage, which basically separates the southern part. So here we have the Kara Nicobar Island. So moving to the Nicobar Islands. So we have read about two major national parks, Campbell and Galathea Bay. So this is about the Galathea Bay. We also have the Indra Point, which is the lowest or which is the southernmost point of India. So Galathea Bay is, as I told you earlier, is known for the leatherback turtles, and there has been the construction of major port over here in order to facilitate the international trade. Because as you could see that this region is somewhere near to the Strait of Malacca and Singapore, which are the major trade routes. So this could basically give an edge to India over the international trade, so that the ships could dock over here. So this was all about the Andaman Islands. I'll see you guys in the next video where we discuss about the other strategic locations in India. So I have made a map regarding the different plateaus, mountain ranges, and also about the Jammu and Kashmir region. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, see ya, bye, and just 25 days left for the upcoming examination. All the best.